With an impressive collection of bikes, when Darryl Jelly takes a spin, he has plenty of options.
How often are you actually biking?
4 to 5 times a week.
That's a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, ready.
Let's do it.
Let's rock.
He let me tag along in Londonderry to hear a cycling story filled with heartbreak and inspiration.
We're going to go up by the apple orchards.
Being outside is Darryl's thing ever since he grew up an active kid in Bedford.
I used to race when I was like 13 years old skiing, and I learned at Pat's Peak.
Later in life, he followed a career into marketing and eventually met his wife, Christine.
It was amazing. I mean, I met my wife on a blind date, and 6 weeks later I asked her to marry me, and 6 months later we were married. My wife was healthy. She didn't drink, she didn't smoke, exercised, and awesome mom to my 2 girls.
But that would all change almost in an instant. In 2018, Christine was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer. Weeks later, at just 47 years old, the wife and mother passed away.
She passed away 28 days from going into the hospital, and I just, you're just on reaction mode, just trying to take care of your girls and make sure everything is moving.
Darryl Jelly was heartbroken, but inspired to help others. He remembered a sign for the Pan Mass Challenge, where each summer cyclists ride for 2 days, raising money for cancer research and patients.
I found out about it actually in the hospital while I was waiting. They had this big display and stuff, and I said to myself, if I ever get out of here, I'm gonna do that.
Darryl would go on to take part in each Pan Mass every year since his wife died, helping to raise thousands. But then he had an idea. More miles could mean more charity money.
How did you come up with this idea of, hey, why don't I ride to Florida?
He called it My Solo Ride for Pancreatic Cancer. Darryl would ride the entire East Coast to raise money for Dana-Farber.
I looked at this thing and I said, it seems to me that like riding from Maine to Key West is like a good challenge.
How many miles was this?
2,580 something and change, I think.
He enlisted his sister for logistics like routes and hotels to stay in. As for a bike...
So this is the bike that you rode?
This is the bike.
Darryl called on a friend.
I think we just connected based on both being from Bedford.
Evan Chismark runs Ranch Camp, a cycling hub in Vermont. He helped outfit a special gravel bike to travel thousands of miles.
Doing something that's like, on the one hand, it's so aspirational, and on the other hand, it's also like philanthropic, and it's just like sort of classic Darryl.
On May 8, 2025, Darryl Jelly left Mount Agamenicus in Maine, hoping to finish in 28 days to mark the time his wife spent in the hospital. Darryl rode about 80 miles a day with 60 pounds of gear strapped to his bike and a GPS pointing the way. I spoke with him in Virginia, about the halfway point.
I think Google Maps is my biggest issue. It keeps rerouting me around things or, having me go through cemeteries.
I saw snakes, turtles, alligators. Literally every time I heard a dog bark, I would just start pedaling harder. I wouldn't even try to look back.
Amazingly, Darryl never got a flat tire through 13 states. But weather was an issue.
South Carolina and Georgia, huge thunder, huge lightning, and I'm riding a titanium bike. So I literally met some of the nicest people on the planet, and they were coming from everywhere. I'd stop And people automatically ask, like, what are you doing?
Just about on time, on June 6th, after cycling 2,319 miles, Daryl Jelly arrived in Key West.
There were people there that I didn't even know who heard that I was coming down, and they all just started to gather around. It was just amazing. I was like, is it over? Oh my God. And it was so good to have my two daughters just hugging and kissing me.
After all that riding, Daryl only took a short break.
I gave myself a week. 1 week. Then I got back on it.
What do you think's next for Daryl? Do you think this is kind of a one and done?
I knew that this was a stepping stone. I knew that this was just priming the pump for something much bigger.
His fundraising journey just inspired him to do more, in memory of his late wife, in hopes it will make a difference.
Something's in the works, and I'm, it's not to outdo it. It's just to try to make a difference in people's lives, and that's the most important thing to me.